and good luck.
No problem, thank you very much. Okay, so hello, yes, I am Viper, or ViperUK, whichever one you want to go with. This is Monsters Inc. Scare Island. It is Monsters Inc. Scream Team if you're from the US. And with me, I have, on my couch...
I'm Dykerella. I've never played this game. I know nothing about this game, but I'm here to have fun.
And we're going to run through this game today. We've got the any % no medal dupe, and I'll get into a bit about that. But first and foremost, let's start a new game. Now, the reason why I've not started the timer yet is simply because of the fact that we do have a bit of stuff to do beforehand, so I'm going to skip through this first. So I'm going to start a timer here. I'm going to select Mike. This is being run on emulation, by the way, just for those heads up. I know some people prefer not to play on emulation, but you can play on emulator to play on console. So let's get the run started. So in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Yeah.
Hammer off. There we go. Okay, so immediately we're up to a great start. We've got load screens. Woo. Now, I'll be honest, this is the first 5 minutes of the game. The first 5 minutes are literally just training on how it all works. So the characters have different abilities, so they both have a double jump feature. Mike's double jump feature is a lot better. He uses this roll in a ball move that he can use, and it makes things a lot faster. So for example, there you go, that's the double jump, and also he has something called a ledge grab. So immediately we are going to go straight for this ledge grab here, and he's going to do a flip, and we just have to wait for this. So like I said, this is mainly just the training section, but if you've seen Monsters Inc., then you probably know what the story of this game will be. It's basically, in the film, they mention about using scare energy, so they scare the kids. That's the main premises of Monsters Inc., for the most part, anyhow. And we get rid of that as well. And by using that scare energy, they're able to power up their homes in the Monster City. This essentially follows a different way of doing it. So instead of it being... It's still scare energy, but now what it is you have these nerves, which are like metal creatures, I guess you'd call them. And there's 8 in each level. We only have to scare 5 per level for the any %. Yeah, if we do this as well, we can make Mike bounce in a ball like this, because apparently this is how it works in some cases. But yeah, how much do you remember of Monsters Inc? Also, we have a special guest.
A lot, none.
Do you remember Mike Wazowski? Is the question.
I definitely remember Mike Wazowski.
Do you remember Sully, Big
Yes,
Blue?
of course. And Boo, the little girl.
We've also got Roz as well. Oh, this is it. Okay, so for the most part, this is what a nerve does. So a nerve has a button that you have to spam until you fill the bar, and then you press X. Now, the RNG, I'll call it, is mainly a case of, it depends on his animations. So also there's this one here, and it says that there are different colors of nerves. So you can see here that this one's going to take more scaring. It means he's got more scare power. So you can see on the left-hand side that we go from blue to green to yellow to orange and then finally to red. And red are the hardest ones to do. Also, when you fill that whole meter and you collect more than 100 primordial ooze, which is the liquid stuff we are picking up, what you'll end up doing is you'll get a free life. So yeah, a bit similar to any other game in existence that's done the whole, oh hey, we've got 100 of something, here's a free life. So depending on the color will depend on how many different button presses you've got to press. So for example here, yellow is 3. We now have orange, which means we're going to have to press 4 different ones. And it's kind of hard to predict, really, more than anything else. Sometimes they are predictable, but obviously in the game you'll get loads of different ones. I've not found a consistency over these, but yeah, so we've got that one there. And we now need to go to this one here, like so. So we're going to quickly scare him. Also, this is where the whole booga 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 thing came from with Mike Wazowski, this game. Also, if I jump like that, I'm now closer to the door. So you can do, so you have this like little time frame as well, where you can jump. You won't be able to jump too much further, but you're able to, like, you know, skip the level or skip parts of the level. So in the levels, so you won't see this either. This is the only time you actually see us collect this. So there is 10 tokens in each level, and you need to collect all 10. These will basically form the silver medal. If you want to get gold, you have to collect all 10 of these tokens plus scout all 8 nerves as well. I don't believe it's possible to get the gold before you get the silver, but I could be wrong on that, of course. As far as I know, you do have to collect all the silver before you collect the gold. So there is more advanced strats. I'll be completely fair on this one. So I'm not the 10 out of 10 best runner ever seen. I'll be completely frank about that. Yeah, like just in general, the runners of this game, the other runners of this game, so like I think it's called Seans, Bamford, just to mention a few guys. I know that like obviously the Rix has done it as well. So yeah, there's been plenty of good times with this game, I'm sure, like plenty of members of the community. Also, red are the worst to scare, but if you scare them, then yeah, it's pretty good. Also, I got a double on that one, so that's pretty good. So that's the 6th one there. So immediately go down to here, scare this one here. He tried running away, but he wasn't fast enough. Also, the thing is as well is, like I said, there's 8 different ones. The strats are different. We will see a few tricks here and there as you go through the game. But yeah, for the most part, we've got 7. That's 1 more to go. So what I want to do with this last one is I want to scare him as much as I can. But then once I've scared him, I want to jump towards the lift. What this will do is it will trigger another thing like that. So what that does is that actually skips the animation, and also that's the orientation done. So we've done the training level, and now we move on to the first of 3 sections. So immediately we're going to go back to Scare Island. So this is Scare Island. Here you go. And immediately we're going to go straight into the marketplace. Now the marketplace is my least favorite. There is a strat here that I need to get. If I don't get it, then obviously I'd rather not get it at the start of the run and then give myself more time for everything else, rather than screw up it after doing like 2 or 3 levels. So here's the thing. So these are outlines here for the what you call it? What is it? Like trampolines. So you can, there you go. Actually got it first try. Let's go. That's pretty good. Now I want to try and make sure if I can. So can I get it? There we go. So he has this ability where he can, well, basically you can see here that he's able to jump past the hitbox, and that allows us to skip a lot of the level. So immediately we're going to go straight over to here and start picking up some of this primordial ooze here. I'm immediately going to go after this here, do this. He'll jump down. Just as he jumps down, I've got him, just like that. And that's the second one scared. So that's that one, nice and easy. Also, I'm pretty happy I got the supermarket skip a lot sooner. So what I need to do here is still collect primordial ooze. I've got 1 here, which I'm going to wait till he comes round. Only because, so you may have seen on the other side there was a mouse. If I get that mouse, if I get in too close proximity to that mouse, it will come after me and it might put me off. So here's the thing, if you get hit whilst you're scaring a nerve, you stop scaring that nerve and immediately the game resets. So what I need to do here is do this. Also, for some reason, I think it's moving on its own. That looks like it's moving on its own. It is moving back.
It absolutely is.
The game being glitchy. I love it. Okay, it's like slowly moving away.
I was so scared of you, it had to move backwards.
Exactly, it has to move backwards. So I just need to collect enough, which I have done, and there we go. And we're going to climb up. So the last one we need there is the top in that cage there and there. So we're going to quickly go over here, and we've got to quickly go through here and activate this on 3 different times. So 2 on there, and 1 more. I'm just going to stand here and do that. And then that will unlock the cage. You can jump before this cutscene, so it allows you to jump up there. And if I can just jump high enough, and hopefully Mike doesn't fall off. He looks like he's gonna, so I have to be careful, because if he falls out of range, he can, again, stop scaring the nerve. And also, there we go. So we get, not bad for a guy 1 eye, get rid of that. and immediately we're going to go X. This is going to trigger the door, so every time we complete a level and you get all 5, that happens. You also get a movie clip as well, which don't worry, we're going to skip over. Sorry, we can't watch any Disney films here, I'm afraid.
Please do not sue.
Exactly. And yeah, we're immediately back to Scare Island again. So with the hardest one out the way in my book, we're back onto the next level, which is City Park. So yeah, City Park should be nice and fun. If we've got any donations or any incentives you want to read, then feel free to go right ahead.
Thank you. There is nothing right now, but I would like to tell everyone that we have an incentive for this run, which I've been informed can be done after the fact if it gets reached. We're like 800 Norwegian kroner away, which really isn't that much. It may seem like a daunting number. We are raising money for NRK. What was the name of it? That one. And Atlas Alliansen, so please keep the donations coming.
No problem, thank you very much. So yeah, so what we've got is we've immediately got these 2 nerves that we're immediately going to get rid of. So we're going to get rid of those straight away. And now all we've got to do is go straight for the 3rd one here. So this should be fun. So what's going to happen here is it'll say that I haven't got enough primordial ooze, so I'm not going to be able to get anything there, unfortunately. I do need to remember where to get the rest of primordial ooze. I think it is up here, actually, if I remember correctly. It is, it's up here. I missed it before. Oh, silly me. Never mind, anyhow. So we're going to get the primordial ooze here. There we go. That was enough. That's what I needed. I should have collected that at the start. It's fine. We're not losing too much time by doing this. It's completely fine. It's all in the game plan. It's all in the game plan. Anyway, so with a hop, skip, and a jump, we're now going to terrorize this yellow nerve here. So the funny thing is, I've just kind of thought of something. Talk about hitting a nerve, literally. So yeah, there you go. Also, that opens the, I'm not going to call it a tree house, but the second area that we can go in, which will be useful. Now, unfortunately, in the park, there are these spinning tops. Obviously, we've already seen these, so that's normal. We've seen them already. So I'm going to quickly, if it, okay or not, it's just going to hit me. It's fine. It's fine. We're okay. The one thing to kind of keep in mind is the health is in the top left corner. So it keeps this thing thinks it's invincible, and it won't be because I can go, haha, scared you. But whilst I'm scaring this, you'll notice at the top left corner, that is the health thing. So you get 5 hits and then you lose a life. Now, luckily, even if you lose health or you lose a life, it doesn't really matter too much because of the fact of you'll collect enough of the what's it called? You can collect health packs as you go as well, so it's all good. So I'm immediately going to run for the green top here, or green nerve over here. So, like I said, you won't see too much of these levels, but there are bonus things as well. So, like, one of the main things to keep in mind is in the part level, what you're able to do is you're able to go down a slide, and you have to collect all the tokens there, which is quite fun, to be honest. I quite like it. What's the other thing as well? Can't think of what else I was going to say, but yeah, there is like plenty. There's 12 levels altogether. The races that we mentioned, it's also a donation incentive for this, by the way. So the main thing regarding that one is that in this game we skip all of the races, so we don't actually do any of the races in the game. It's just literally you go around, scale the nerves, and that's it. The only race you do is the last one, but even then you can lose it. It doesn't matter. As long as you finish the last race, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, we're not going to be winning any races, unfortunately, which is a shame, but, what can you do?
I thought you were known for racing games.
I am, but I'm not known at losing races. That'll be a first. I'm now the losing races guy.
So we need the donations to come in so we can at least make you play a racing game.
Yeah,
at the NSG.
You're going to make me go, aha, on that one. Also, so there's these like toy car things here, and they're deliberately set out to try and hit you. Now luckily, what I can do here is I can do this. I don't know if I'll get it. It'd be nice if I do. But one of the things you can do is... Did I get it? I didn't get it. So what you want to do is you want to jump onto the ladder here and start climbing up as the what do you call it?
Is it a cutscene? I don't know.
I don't know. It's called something, it's fine. But yeah, you can do it during the cutscene. It works a lot better. So I'm gonna quickly scare you. There is a yellow nerve on the floor somewhere, but I need to get this one first because this one hops around the place. They both do, but this one's more of a pain to get to because if he starts hopping around, then it's hard to kind of get him. Where am I? I'm on the floor. Oh, not yet. Aha! Immediately just jump in front of him. You can't escape me now. I'm sorry. The one thing that did used to scare... So this game used to kind of scare me a little bit, but it only scared me for one thing and one thing only. Was that it scared me because of the fact of... There's a part where you walk on like rooftops and things, and it did used to scare the living daylights out of me, I'll say that much. Also, that's downtown done, so there we go.
Nice.
Also, I kind of find it funny with that one. You cut him off, he's like, there is nothing, that's it. So apparently there is nothing, according to what he's told me. So we've got one more level to go in this section here, and it is the docks. Now the docks is quite fun. I've always enjoyed the docks, to be honest. It's always a fun level for me. Let's see. So the funny thing is, even the game gives you a hint to say where the nerve is. So when you see all of the what's it called? When you see all the primordial ooze at the start of the level, it's actually all in an arrow shape, pointing, saying, "Oh hey, it's actually here." Also, apparently this guy has some serious beef with Mike Wazowski, but we're gonna just miss that entirely. There we go. And we're going to shatter them into a million pieces.
Yeah, they shattered like they sound like Lego characters.
Oh, they come back just as fast, by the way. And we're going to get rid of him. So I'm not going to bother chasing the green one there. I don't believe, anyhow. I think I don't have to chase it. I can't remember off the top of my head, to be honest. It's been a while. Anyhow. So I'm going to immediately scare this green one here. So what we're going to do is we want to make sure that we scare the yellow one which is on top of the lighthouse before that green one. Only because when you scare the third one, a cutscene activates to open a door. And what we want to be doing is we want to walk off the side of the lighthouse. So we're going to wait for this platform, go up here, like this. Now the funny thing is, I've actually had a point where I activate this cutscene, but I got stuck on a invisible platform. So now what I do is I do this. Like that. I tried to do that, so I could do that and then respawn on the ground. The idea is to try and do it without, without anything happening, so you're able to get back on here. The idea is to try and spawn on land during the cutscene to speed this up a bit. That's what I was trying to do, but I couldn't do it. Anyhow, so we've got 4 nerves down. We've got to scare one more, and didn't want to do that, but anyway, mind. Also, water does apparently kill monsters. So if you got kids, you just tell them it's all right. Water will kill the monsters. Apparently. Also,
and they'll have you running in their room in the middle of the night throwing water on the bed.
Yeah, it's like whoosh. There's monsters in my bed. No, there's not. Where's the fire engine? Ends up squirting water all over your clothes. Also, that is the 5th nerve, which means we get this great cutscene for the 50 millionth time. I just saw that. Very clever tech. I've only just spotted that. Oh, and apparently I'm being looked at in the background. And apparently you're going in there. Doesn't say why.
I don't want to go in there.
Yeah, you're going in there. Okay, so this is the other thing as well. You have a cutscene with another cutscene. So, after every 4 levels, after you complete each section, you have a race that you've got to do. Now, obviously, like I said, you can actually quit and go to scout. You can skip the races. This is what we do to speed this run up a bit. So, now that we've done the skip, we've now got to move on to the second part, which is the desert section. And we've got another 4 levels to go. So, whilst we're doing this, I'm going to go to the Sphinx. And if we've got any donations or anything we want to talk about, feel free to go right ahead.
Thank you. I'd like to give out some shout outs to Bingothon, an online event featuring, well, bingo. If you're a fan of speedrunning bingos and want to see cool people raising money for Fred Hutch, then check them out. Bingothon Winter is held in the beginning of December, and I think you can submit runs right now.
That's exciting.
Exciting times indeed.
Now
So this
chat,
one-
we do not want him to skip any more of the races. So if we start a 69 krona donation train and put it towards him doing these races, we can see more content.
Exactly.
Believe that we can raise that money.
So what I need to remember... Oh, wrong one. It's the one up there. That's a weird cutscene. Okay, thanks, game. Game decided to give me a cutscene. I went to go for that one. And then the one over here, I think it was. Yeah, it was. Okay, that's the one. So so you play Simon Says essentially with the symbols, and once you beat the symbols, you get a nerve that pops out of here. Now the thing is that we're going to scare the 3 that come out of the Sphinx, but on the way we are also going to, so we're going to light these 3 up, and what we're also going to do is we're also going to try and get the other ones as well. So we've got Sun, Beetle, Wave. I always thought it was a pizza slice, to be honest, when I was younger.
It looks like a tentacle.
How innocent was I?
I would say tentacle.
Let's see if we can find the sun. Where's the sun when you need it? It seems to exist more here than it does back in Britain, I'll tell you that much. Beetle, there we go. And then the wave will be, I think it's over here from memory. Is it over here? Oh, there's primordial ooze over here. There is not over here. Okay, so it must be, I think it's up here from memory. Is it up here? No, that one. It is. I always get confused which one it is. It's that one, but I'm also going to just do this real quick. There we go. Okay, so we've got the second nerve. There it is. There we go. Right, so we've got orange, which is good for me, because it means that I can now get the yellow and the orange ones that are on the map already, plus these guys. So that means we're up to 4, and then we've got one more, obviously, which will be the last one here, which I believe is a yellow nerve, so yeah. Also fire, ring, ball, 3 balls, so that should work. So fire one, I believe, was, where was it? It was over here, wasn't it? So the fire was over here. Do you know what, I'm gonna scare you first. Since you're here, I'll scare you. The thing is, he can move around if he wants to, but I'm just like, I'm not taking any chances. You're going down now. I'm getting rid of you right now. Right, so, get rid of the flame first, then we have another one which is over here.
I do love that scare where he just shakes his ass at the nerve and it's terrifying.
I mean, I think if it was a monster shaking its backside at me, I think I'd be scared as well, wouldn't you? I mean, I can't really imagine. It's like, Mum, what? The monster.
He's busting a nerve.
He was, he shook his back, he shook his behind at me. It's like, are you sure? Yes. How do you know? It was green and it was round. How many eyes did it have? 1. I don't know if that was a monster you saw. No, it was green. Anyway, so that lights up the third one. We've still got one more nerve to scare. Luckily, he's over here, so we can quickly go and get him. Unfortunately, this thing's going to protect it. So I'm going to get rid of him. Also, where do you think you're going? I don't think so.
He doesn't want you to shake your butt at him.
Too late. I'd laugh if he does it again. Yay! There we go.
Not bad for a guy with one eye.
Also, so we use Mike for the most part for this run, because of the fact of, like I said, he's got his rolling technique that he does on the ground and everything. But then also he had to look behind him like, oh, did I look good in this? I feel like that's what he was trying to say. But there are levels that involve not using Mike and using Sully instead, which we'll get to in due time. Next of all, who likes a nice tropical paradise? I know I do. Welcome to the Oasis. This is my personal favorite level, just in general, like not even speedrunning wise. I just love the setting of it. It's great. It is just absolutely marvelous.
The music is quite nice.
Yeah, it's very paradise. So I'm going to quickly grab this up here and grab these here. The only reason I do this is because of the fact of there's a green nerve here. So we're going to scare this green nerve here. And unfortunately, we can destroy his sandcastle if we wish to do so. We're not doing that. We're not going to do that. But we'll get rid of him. The reason why I say we're going after him first is because... Remember how we've just played Simon Says? Yeah, we've got to do it all over again. This time it's with the lily pads. So blue, yellow, green. Also, here's a fun one. This is random. So you'll get this pattern now, but it won't be the same pattern next time. So, I'm scaring just in time. I think I can. There we go. So I can get rid of that. That's one. Now, before I get the next one, what I want to do is I want to quickly go and get myself some more primordial ooze by... I've got a third jump there, I think, by the looks of it. There we go. Okay. So what I can do here is that you can use Mike to jump up here. Oh, God. Okay, maybe not to do that. I didn't want to do that. But basically what I do is climb to the top of the waterfall via the trees here. There we go. Also, there is one over here, which I'm hoping I can get. There we go.
Nice.
Just about got him. Just. So we're going to get him here, then the one at the top of the waterfall, and then that'll be 4. And then obviously we just need to scare one more, and then that's it. Also, of course, Mike really loves to shake his backside, doesn't he? Oh. That will actually be useful. I don't know why there's a flying carpet here. I mean, Aladdin reference, maybe? I don't know. Also, you're playing with your beach ball. I don't think so. Not anymore.
Not allowed to have fun, only allowed to be scared.
It's funny as well, because they actually give character to the nerves as well, which is interesting. Like, they're not called anything different. It's just red nerve, blue nerve, green nerve, etc. So we're going to get one more of these. And this is the next one. So we've got green, orange, red, green. Okay, so in a loop. Orange, red, green. There we go. So it's yellow. There, got him just before he had a chance to get away. Because the thing is, as soon as he starts his jump animation to go up the waterfall, because that's where they jump, they go up the waterfall and come back down again. The more they jump up, the animation then cancels, so you can't scare them, essentially. So, yeah. Also, that gets rid of the Oasis. Also, there is a token behind there, but we won't collect it, of course. So we'll get rid of that one. And then we'll go back to the Oasis, go back into level, quit out, and so on. It's just kind of rinse and repeat for 20 levels. Also, the game decided to show us underneath the world. Nice. I didn't think I'd actually see that. I would say it's never happened before, but I think it has before. Unfortunately. So we're going to do the pyramid, and then we're going to do the tomb. But I'm going to use Sully for the tomb for a reason.
I just noticed something pretty incredible. We just hit 10,000 krona.
Woo! Nice.
And I hope that means that those donations have gone toward making him do all of the races.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Have I got news for you?
Oh.
We have a $250 kroner donation from, I don't quite believe this. It says Mike Wazowski, but I don't think that's right. Saying, why is the meme face more recognizable than the actual face? Then we have a 50 kroner donation from Sunny Muffin saying, wait, why are the monsters twerking? Good luck on the run, bud. Gotta see that incentive. And finally, the one that made us hit 10,000 is a 150 kroner donation from Anonymous with no comment provided. However, these all went towards the incentive, meaning that we are like a solid 3/4 of the way there, for sure, more than that. So yeah, keep the donations coming, and you might just see Viper do all the races.
Rob, thank you very much for the donations, appreciate it. Also, anyone that doesn't like snakes probably look away now, although we apparently found that the nerve is the snake charmer, somehow. So the funny thing is on this one, is I need to get, from memory, I think, from what I do remember, excuse me, and I just go, there we go, off he goes, wow. So I'm going to quickly get this to turn around, I'm going to scare the nerve up there. So there's a nerve just up here. Which I'm going to scare because he's here, so I might as well get him.
This is oddly dramatic music for the level.
It is, but don't question. It's 2001 Disney. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe this is what they was warning us about. Okay, that was close. Okay, again, very close. I think, yeah, the orange is here. There we go. Also, I don't really believe this nerve. He's got an umbrella, as if that's gonna save it from falling boulders. I don't think so.
No.
I'd like to see any umbrella stop flying boulders, wouldn't you? Whatever it is, I want one. So that gets rid of the pyramid, that's good. We've got that out of the way. So we now get to see Sully for the first time. I think the first of 2 times during this run, apart from in the cutscenes for the film, of course. So with the pyramid done and dusted, I'm going to quickly quit out of that, go back into Scare Island. Like I said, you know the drill by now, go out, back in. And now we get to pick Sully. So where is he? Big Sully, here we go. He's even on the picture as well, which is kind of convenient. So for this one, what I need to do is, now he doesn't run as fast. Like, the only thing I can do to speed him up somewhat is I can just literally just get him to jump forward, because his jump's a bit more powerful. So we're gonna have, you get to see his scare tactics now. Also.
Oh, Sully boy, your polygons.
Also, just in case you were wondering, yes, he did just use a paper bag for that, because why not?
He's versatile in his scare tactics.
He is. He's very versatile. So immediately going to go over to this guy and go, what are you doing, bud? Wake up. Get up. Stop being so lazy, you lazy nerve. Also, this will wake him. There we go. It might also accidentally kill him. Whoops. Anyhow, back to the game. So immediately we're going to pick this cube up. I'm going to drop down here. And what we want to do here is pick this up here. And then do this.
I don't think that was meant to happen.
It was, trust me.
Oh,
there you go.
hey.
There we go. That's why.
Nice.
So using Sully's momentum, you can push yourself through the floor, which is quite fun. Also, we've now got 2 of these, so I'm gonna quickly, if I can. Oh dear, maybe not. I don't think I've actually been hit by that for a while.
Said no.
Yeah, if their thing catches you, unfortunately, it's like that's the end of that. So I'm just gonna quickly walk with this and put it down here. There we go. Even Sully's like, I don't know what I did, but I just did something. Also, we've got, if I can get it. Okay, so yeah, you just climb up slowly. I am trying to speedrun here, bud. Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Because you're not supposed to do that. But anyway, we're going to throw it at the camera. I would genuinely laugh if he threw it at the camera and the camera shattered. like as in, you know, third wall, what is it, fourth wall breaks.
Yeah.
So, I didn't quite go in. Damn it.
That would have been cool.
Come on, that would have been a good shot as well. No, don't, Sully,
Oh
don't
my
throw
God.
it. Sully, what did I say? Put it down. Don't throw it. There we go. Okay, right. So now what we've got to do is scare these 2 nerves. So bear with me 2 minutes whilst I scare these nerves. Once we've done that, we've done the level. Fairly straightforward, right? Like I said, this game is a fairly straightforward game to learn and to pick up. I will say as well, some of the jumps and things like that, especially like the supermarket, are a bit finicky, but some people have certain setups. I know Dino, who's a guy that goes to UKSG. He also ran this game for a short while. I think he still does as well. And yeah, he also, nice, so he jumps in front of the camera. Yeah, he's I mean, he's got a better time than I have, but one of the main things about it is the fact that he's got a setup which helps a lot when it comes to certain things, especially doing the supermarket thing. Also, this one thinks it's a zombie. We're going to give him a massive wake-up call. And also, the Primordial Ooze wants to be in the cutscene as well. It's getting the...
I feel like it got its moment.
I was going to say it's getting the... What do you call it? Like, advertisement. New Primordial Ooze. Also, that's Sully's celebration. So, yeah, there you go. And with that, we now move on to... We're going to have to skip a few cutscenes and things like that. So we've got a bit of downtime. Also, Mike was about to have a fit, because obviously it's that part of the film. Anyway, so we're going to come out of here, going to go into a race against Randall. But before we do that, we also have, we now have the boost pads. Now, obviously, they want us to do this race. We say, no, we're not doing that. We're just going to go back to the main level. And now we're going to go into the Arctic Circle. So, yeah, this should be quite fun. Also, Randall is always walking around. Why? I don't know, but yeah. And we're into the Arctic Circle, so we're into the Arctic section. First off, Sugar Shack. Now, me personally, I absolutely love the soundtrack for this level. I don't know why. It's just really fun.
I would think it's a great soundtrack.
I don't know why, it's just, I would say it's kid-friendly to an extent. It kind of is. Also, so we're getting rocks thrown at us here. And it's like, okay. And we're already up to, so nice camera angle, very nice camera angle. You can see we're already up to orange. So that'll be an interesting one. Then we need to get to orange anyway. So we're going to immediately say, oi, stop throwing rocks off the side of there, you. And scare him to death. Now we have one which is on top of the, well, it's above the rocks. So what I've got to do here is I've got to make sure that I don't fall off here. So we've got one over here. So we're going to scare this one over here. And then there's one on the ledge at the other end. And then we've got to scare one on the roof. So, yeah, for the most part, not too bad. Also, ouch. Ooh, God. Okay, I think my input nearly got eaten then. It's close. And don't fall off the edge, Mike. Nice. Okay, so with that being said, that gets rid of our fourth nerve. Well, it does in a second when he's finished showing his backside. He really loves to do that today. I don't think I've ever had that much where he's actually done that before. So also, Mike just casually carrying a pile of logs like you do. So I'm going to get... There is another one somewhere. Where is it? Now, if I wanted to, I could get the... So there is like 3 piles of logs that you can pick up. I think there might be 4, actually. You can do it with 2. If you so desire. Now, whether this will work, yes it will. Thank you, Mike. You're actually playing ball with me today. Okay, and you stood on the roof right in the middle. That's perfect. Mike's actually playing ball with me today. I didn't think, I'll be honest, this is not going too badly, all things considered. I might have just jinxed it saying that, but it's going well so far.
There you go.
Let's roll with it. There we go. So that gets rid of that level. So we're going to immediately move on to the ski lift, which the ski lift is a bit of a pain for a level, I won't lie. It is not a great level to do. The last section, actually, the last few levels, I think Hot Springs and the Iceberg aren't too bad, but yeah, ski lift is one of them levels that all players hate. It is not a great level at all. There's a lot of ice skating going on, and you have to jump on the lifts and everything, so I'm usually pretty happy once this level is out of the way and done dusted. So I need to make sure that I don't get hit here. So I need to make sure that this one here, if I can scare him in time, I should be able to. It should be fine. So I need to get all the ooze I can. And we're going to get all of that there. There is a yellow. I don't know if I've missed any. Oh, I missed 3 over there. Duh. Okay. Get rid of them. So let's see. Okay, so first thing. Bloody naughty penguin. That's supposed to be a penguin, by the way. In case that wasn't obvious.
Like a penguin.
It's an angry purple penguin. I don't know why it's an angry purple penguin, but there you go. Also, so we're going to quickly scare this one here. So that gets rid of them. Now the idea of this is you're supposed to catch the cycle of the ski lifts. That's not good. Get rid of that one. Now I'm going to have to wait again for the next one to show up. Oh,
Do we have time for another quick message?
Yeah, we do, definitely.
Okay, we have another 200 kroner donation from Kobe saying, okay, sensitive viewers, be a little mindful of this. This is a scary comment. It says, boo,
That was scary.
Yeah. But with that, we are 230 kroner away from meeting the all races incentive for this. So you can make that happen. I believe in you.
That takes one donation or just a few small ones, and we can make Viper start actually racing, which is what you were meant to do, huh?
I mean, I've still got my my racing gloves on somewhere. They hung up. I hung them up a while ago and said I wasn't doing more racing speedruns, but I guess
When
you know, for NSG's sake, why not?
We were
I'll do it.
practicing Colin McRae in the practice room.
No, I wasn't. No one saw that. No one heard anything about that. I definitely was not. Okay, we've got one more. I think. How many more? Okay. Hello. Not quite. Get rid
That
of you.
snowman did not want you to scare this nerd.
Also, I have kind of lost track as to how many nerves I've scared here. So
You know, we could have kept a count if you had told me at the beginning, but I don't know anymore. I hope someone at home is keeping count.
I mean, there is one somewhere. Oh, I'm an idiot. There's one at the start which I didn't scare. That's why.
Ah, yes.
There's always that one. There we go. Also, there we go. Right, here you go. Last one. I knew I'd forgotten one. I was like, there's one here somewhere. I just forget where it is.
You've heard of sand castles, but have you heard of snow castles? That one looks
Exactly.
like a snow castle.
Also, wall. Just wall. That's all we got. Okay, so that gets rid of the ski lift, thank God. That one's done and dusted. So immediately we're going to move on to out of here. We're going to move to the iceberg. The iceberg's a nice, easy level, from what I remember at least. The Hot Springs one's a bit more chilled out. In fact, I think Hot Springs has a great soundtrack and great atmosphere. So yeah, should be good fun when we get to it. Anyway, the iceberg, here we go. So we have these things that tell you the time, except don't let them tell you the time, they blow up. So yeah, maybe not do that. So what we're going to do here, I'm just going to collect as much. You'll notice a lot of the time we're collecting primordial ooze. We'll try and collect as much stuff as we can. Also, there's one guy over here that seems to be really struggling. So we're going to help him out here a little bit and just scare him to death instead.
Put him out of his misery. He doesn't need to keep climbing for the rest of his life.
Oh yeah, he was really trying to climb there. That's all he was really trying to do. So yeah, not great, but anyhow. Oh god, that was not what I wanted to do. Thank you very much. I know I just went zoom really fast then. That wasn't supposed to happen.
That looked more like a marshmallow than it did a snowball, but I think that's what it was supposed to be.
Ooh. Whew. Okay. So there we go. Okay, we can roll all the way down. Nice. I think we've got it, everything. The reason why I've not gone back for the other one, by the way, is because there is... Well, that was very well timed with the ooze. Wow, okay. Because what I was going to say was if I didn't have enough, then this wouldn't have looked good, unfortunately. So there's one here, and then we're going to scare him at the top of this hill here. And luckily, there is this. So I can scare him here. There we go. And also he's trying to say no, but I don't think so. So we're going to quickly get rid of this yellow nerve up here. That gets rid of that one. Loves doing one big final scare. Whoa, okay, hello. Nice lag, thank you. Okay, so we've got this one here, and then there's one more. And the last one is at the top of the hill. But it's where we started, so to save us on time, we're going to go over here and then do that. And we'll respawn up here, which is faster. There we go. And then we're going to scare this final nerve. And then... get rid of that one. Bye for a guy with one eye, apparently. So we got rid of that one. Nice and easy. Last one is Hot Springs, and then we have the final race to do. So, yeah, if you got any last-minute decisions, then, yeah, definitely, well, last-minute decisions, last-minute donations to make the decision on the racing, then, yeah, you've got about 3 minutes, give or take. Depends on how long this last level is.
You'll be super happy to hear this, actually, because we got a 250 anonymous kroner anonymous donation saying making sure that Viper Races lives up to his name, and that was what we needed to complete the All the Races incentive. So that has now been met.
Okay, so I have to do races.
You have to do races. We've made you.
Congrats, Viper. In addition to that, there was also about 20 kroner put towards the CNC Red Alert incentive, which has now also been met. We have that coming in about 4.5 hours, I think.
I've heard
all the races
about those cutscenes, so y'all better tune in for that.
So what we're going to do here is I'm going to quickly get rid of these. So what I want to do is collect the ooze here. I think it is to go this way from memory. I just got to remember. Whoops. Is to go this way, I'm fairly certain. Okay, so what I need to do. Ooh, don't get stuck in there, whatever you do. And there we go. Okay, so. Oh, I do actually need to go this way anyway. It's fine. This is fine. So what's going to happen here now is there is one nerve. It's on the floor, so I'm just going to scare him up here first. Then what we're going to do here is I'm going to grab all of this liquid ooze. I want to get the up to the orange level. That's what we're aiming for here. Just because of the fact that if we get the orange level, then yeah, we're able to scare the final one earlier on. So that's always fun. I think, is there any more? Can't remember if I need to get any more. Maybe
The
more.
soundtrack's pretty good too.
Okay, we've got all the orange ones. That's good. It is pretty good. Okay, we've managed to get past the angry penguin without annoying it too badly. Also, whee! Off he goes again. I'm sure Mike loves that. I'm sure Mike loves doing that. Also, I find it funny that like the fastest speed tech in the game for the most part is just spamming the roll mechanic with Mike. So there is something here as well. So this chasm here is it's a bottomless pit. So if you fall, you reset, you instantly die and lose a life and go back to the start, which is not great, as you might guess. So we'll see how that one goes. Also, I'm fairly certain we've scared 4 nerves. Yeah, we have. So, allow me to kind of just show you what happens. So I fall off, immediately go straight back to the start, like that. It's not just a bottomless chasm either, it is more than that. Like, way more than that. Also, if you stop the nerve whilst they're building a snowman, unfortunately, that snowman will not actually finish. It'll blow up with it. There you go. So, with that being said, we've now got the last room done and dusted, which means we move on to the last race. Also, kitty, boo, apparently. So we're going to move on to the last race, and that's where time's going to be. We're going to add what we're going to do is we're going to add the races on afterwards, which, like I said, should be about 2 or 3 minutes. So, yeah, that should be good. So this is the Arctic Pursuit. This is the finale. Also, Randall cheats on the last level. Who would have thought? So we've got to now use Mike to get ahead, and we have to get to 125. But the one thing that's really bad about this is the fact that the game tells you need to get 125 plus you need to win against Randall.
You're doing it. You're racing.
Yeah, this is me racing. So you can use the ball to speed up. So you can use the down and up buttons to speed up. So you can see if I've got green, that means I'm trying. So I'm going to do this. Over we go. You can use these slingshots here. Now, considering that this race is part of the any %, I won't be doing this one again. But we will do the other ones for the sake of the donation incentive. So you'll see this one. Granted, I won't win this one, but it's part of the any % anyway. The problem I have here, more than anything else, is this last corner here, because it's very tight. There we go, and time. So that's time for the main run. So Randall will win. You can quit to Scare Island, and you still win the game. So you still get given your bronze medal. You lose, but you win. It's weird. Anyway, so as promised, we said we'd do the races, so we're going to go and find Randall. And I think, just to show off Sully a little bit more, I think we'll do the races as Sully. I think that's fair. Because he's barely had any time. So, Urban Pursuit, oh, I guess I don't be able to pick the character. I'm going to have to go in and out, but... Oh, should we just do it? We'll just do it as Mike. Forget it. We'll just do it as Mike. We'll have to... Sorry, Sully.
He'll have his moment another day.
Yeah. So Viper actually doing racing. Holy hell.
Wow.
Wow. I'm actually living up to my name for once. Anyway. So we obviously have to collect a certain amount of tokens. So we actually will win these. I promise I will make sure to win these. Like I said, the only race that I wouldn't be doing is the what's it called? The Arctic Pursuit one, because obviously we've already done that. Also, the theming for this level is taken from downtown, primarily. I don't think there's really much else to it other than, yeah, it's set from there. So there you go. And use the trampolines, which we've actually barely used this run, which is kind of ironic. It's quite funny, to be fair. So I'll be picking these tokens up. These are literally, this is what your books went to. This was what I was doing, watching Mike Wazowski roll down a hill. So we've won one. Hey, we win. That's one. And then we've got to chase down once again. Oh, we get I forget, yeah, we even get a cutscene for winning that. And now the cutscene for you're going into the desert thing. Bit late now, we've already done that. So just for the sake of it, I'm actually going to make good on my promise. I'm going to quickly go in as Sully, come out. We'll do the last one as Sully. I think that's only fair, isn't it? Right. So we'll come out of that one. So we get to play as Sully. Right, where is Randall, the little rascal? There he is. He's always here.
Are you ready to challenge me?
Yes, I am. Desert Pursuit, let's go. Come on. Let's see if we can do it. So I have to collect 100. Also, he sets off at the same time as you do. Also, he's going to have a sore ass after this, I'm just saying.
He looks like your dog, scooting on the...
And he rolls off for good measure. Oh yeah, I forget, yeah, so I can do this, where I can, okay, maybe not. Yeah, I've done it, okay. So here's the thing, if you knock him off the edge, he dies, but doesn't die. So what happens is he ends up, he ends up falling off the map, and you'll never lose now, basically.
I think they just mean to win by default.
Yeah, essentially, but I still have to do it, otherwise the game resets. If I die or fall off the level, he will respawn. So ideally, this is what I don't want to happen. And also, we just need 100 to win. So there's my 100. Don't need to collect them all. Oop.
Oh,
there you go. There you go. That's what I meant. You die, he comes back. Never mind. God damn it, Sully. You had one job.
You just wanted to show us what you meant. I understand.
Yeah, it was all part of the plan. That's what I wanted to show you. We'll call it that. Tech's secretly ripping the hair out for that. Anyway. So, can hopefully knock him up. Hey, there you go. And he's gone again. Just like that. To be fair, there's always a reason why I don't like the speed pads too much. Because they're very unpredictable sometimes. You don't know what's going to happen.
It didn't look like you had much of a choice but to fall in.
No, I think I set off too early or too late. I'm not so sure. So if you run at the last moment, like that, you're able to fly much further forward. So anyhow, as I was saying, yeah, so Sully's going to have a sore backside after this, I can tell you that much. Okay, we're at 98, that's good. Right, here we go. One more. Got it, okay. Oh, he's apparently back. I heard him go swoosh. There you go. And we won. And there you go. And that's the race done and dusted. So we'll get a cutscene and everything as well.
Mike, this isn't Boo's door.
And there you go. Mike, this isn't Boo's door. And also the Arctic thing. But anyway, yes, sorry, I'm kind of yapping on a bit. And I'm also going to shut Mr. Waternoose up. Sorry, Mr. Waternoose. But yeah, that is Monsters Inc. Scare Island. It is known as Monsters Inc. Scream Team. You can run this game on emulator or console. I believe that most of the good times are usually done on emulator. And it's the easiest way to pick it up. The game's fairly simple in what it tries to do. Movement's not too hard to learn. There are a few tricks that I didn't show off that some of the other runners can do, but again, that's for them to show off at events and things rather than myself, because I haven't learned them well enough. I'll just hold my hand up and say that. But many thanks on NSG for having me in with this run. I'm glad that we could put it to use in the event, which is quite nice, especially in person. Many thanks to Dicarella, who's been on my host this entire time and has to put up with my ranting and talking all the time. I apologise. And obviously Broken Eye Blink, who was a late addition, and of course to my my lovely host as well. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with Mighty Goose, which is a hell of a ride if you've never seen that game before. Yeah, I'll hand it back over to the host and tech. So yeah, thanks very much. Cheers.
Thank you very much. This was a lot of fun. Glad the incentive was met as well. Really well played, really fun game. Now a short break before Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Don't go anywhere, or go somewhere for like 10 minutes and then come back here. Bye for now.